The Battle of Gallipoli, or Gallipoli Campaign, of 1915 to 16 is one of the iconic battles of World War I, pitting Ottoman forces against the Allies, including British, Australian, and New Zealand troops. The campaign was intended to open a new front against the Ottoman Empire, but it turned out to be one of the bloodiest and most unsuccessful battles in the history of warfare. Here are some dramatic scenes that highlight the events of this battle. In early 1915, British military leaders met to discuss the plan for an attack on Gallipoli. The idea was to capture the Dardanelles and open a route to Russia, but the challenges were clear. As April approached, warships and troops set sail for Gallipoli. Flags were flying on the decks, soldiers were moving with excitement, but emotions were mixed with fear of the unknown. On April 25, 1915, the Australian and New Zealand Anzac forces launched an assault on the beaches. The moment was tense, as they faced fierce resistance from the Ottoman soldiers who were firmly manning the beaches. The Australian soldiers faced enormous difficulties as they attempted to land on the beach. They were fired upon from high positions, but they showed inspiring courage, advancing despite losses. Soon, Ottoman reinforcements arrived, under the command of General Mustafa Kemal, later Kemal Ataturk. They were well-trained and organized to defend their positions resolutely. The battle entered a very tough phase, as both sides engaged in fierce fighting in the highlands. The troops showed courage and determination, but conditions were harsh, with food and water in short supply. As time went on, the Allied forces began to realize that the campaign had not achieved its intended objectives. Pressure was mounting, and there was concern about mounting casualties. In January 1916, after months of brutal fighting, the Allies decided to withdraw. The withdrawal was a risky operation, but they managed to pull it off successfully while saving lives. The campaign had a profound impact on the soldiers and their families. The loss of life was high, creating a sense of disappointment and frustration among the Allied forces. Despite the failure, the Battle of Gallipoli was a turning point in how modern warfare was conducted. The lessons learned from the campaign led to changes in military strategy in the future. The Battle of Gallipoli ended up being one of the most significant battles of World War I, but it also stands as a symbol of military failure and defeat. This battle left a complex legacy, recording the bravery of the soldiers and the depth of the sacrifices they made. Gallipoli was a turning point in the national consciousness of Australia and New Zealand, becoming a commemoration that is celebrated every year, reflecting the importance of this campaign in the history of the people.